thank you for joining me for another episode of Talk the Torque. I'm Desh and I'm so excited and thrilled to be chatting with my next guest, Bianca Van Staden, the marketing manager at Chery South Africa. So Bianca is said to be extremely passionate about not only the brands she represents, but motoring in general. She takes pride in her brand and the success thereof and works relentlessly to achieve it. We actually just discussed that now. She is now working for the Chinese brand, and she says that it's often that she has to work overtime, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning, and this is just the company or the culture of her company. However, she actively participates in creating brand awareness and seeks out to educate and enlighten potential customers of what is on offer. And let me tell you, Chery has some beautiful products on offer. I am a personal fan, really I am. So let's welcome Bianca, and as always, this interview is proudly brought to you by Chery Solutions. Hello Bianca.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and yourself?
Gosh, Bianca, didn't we just have an amazing off-camera moment now?
We did. We did. We had a good conversation.
Yeah, which resulted in one of my cameramen being in an accident, and we as women just kind of went with the flow, and here we are, right? That's what we do. We just bounce back and we're just resilient, right? We just prove that there's a reason we're here.
That's correct, yes.
So Bianca, I said to you when you walked in, you look so familiar, because I saw you somewhere. So I remember that you had serviced Mitsubishi as well for quite some time before you moved over to the Chery brand. But let's take it back to where all of this began in motoring.
Sure, I'm actually going to tell you something interesting. So my career actually started at Media 24 in the media industry, where we launched a fashion and beauty celebrity magazine into the market. And I'll never forget the day when I left the media industry to go to automotive. The editor couldn't understand, why would you leave the beauty and the fashion of women to go and sell cars, to be in that industry.
Right.
So obviously I had the opportunity to start work at the big CMH group at dealer level for Honda and for Toyota. And then that prolonged to an opportunity to work at Mitsubishi Motors. I've been the marketing manager there for about 6 years, and recently joined the Chery South African team as marketing manager.
Wow, wow. So yeah, why did you leave the fashion industry, all that glitz and glamour, for motoring, and was it the right choice?
Yes, definitely. Once you're in automotive, all the ladies will know, it's that kind of thing that you can't get rid of. It's really a nice industry to work in, although it's a man-dominated industry. It's been really great for me to work in automotive. And I think, leaving fashion or celebrities, I think cars has their own fashion and media celebrities that you deal with. Right. So I guess the similarity is there as well.
Right. And also, at the end of the day, you are a fashionista in the motoring trade. Okay, let me just tell you that. So tell us more about the brand of which you are so passionate about right now, and that's Chery.
Correct. So, Chery just relaunched into the market in November last year, but let me take a step back to explain. So what happened is Chery was distributed through a distribution company in South Africa, and they stopped selling cars in 2007. They realized that they had to do a lot of R&D development to be more competitive in the market. I'm sure you'll know the old Chery QQs and J-Swags and those kind of cars. They weren't the best cars out there. Yeah. So they stopped selling, did a lot of R&D development, but still looked after their current customers in terms of parts and service delivery. Yeah. But Chery is now back as OEM itself, as head of itself in South Africa, so that helps us to make decisions quicker and to really communicate on all levels that they weren't able to do in the past. So we just launched the new Chery Tiggo 4 Pro November last year. It's a small compact SUV, and we launched our top of the range Tiggo 8 Pro in February this year. So the new brand, I'll call it the new brand, it's still Chery, but the relaunch, the cars are nothing that you can expect from the past. It's premium luxury. It offers the best technology and comfort that you can expect and more. I mean, from your entry-level car, you've got the best technology, your infotainment systems, you've got your up to the top of the range, your ADAS systems with all the advanced driving. And style, I mean, just look at the difference in the cars. It's really a different premium brand than what you would expect from before. So obviously there's a lot happening this year. We're going to launch 2 more cars this year and obviously continue to launch. There's quite a big drive. We customer focus. We also want to get in touch with the old customers, you know, to make them part of basically the new Chery family. So a lot of efforts that we do from our side, and we're quite honoured. We've also been selected as a finalist for Car of the Year.
Wow, already?
Just by relaunching.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of excitement, a lot of things happening at Chery, and we hope to share more with you guys going forward.
As we go forward, yes, I love it. As I said, and I can validate and attest to everything you said. I've been in the Chery. I haven't had a comprehensive drive experience, but when I jumped, you say compact SUV, it is, for me personally, I've got quite long legs and it is comfortable all around. So there's so much on offer with the Tiggo 4
The
Pro.
Tiggo 4 and then the Tiggo 8 Pro,
but I heard,
7-seater.
yes,
So it's
I love it. But I heard some news, which I don't know if I can share, but yeah, I heard that there might be a double cab on its way. So I'm very, very excited. You don't have to validate that for me, but that's what I heard. I'm very excited about that. So what do you enjoy about your role?
So, you know, for me, I really like to be creative. I love solving problems and I love to help brands and companies build themselves up. So for me, that's exactly what I get to do as a marketing manager. You get to meet new people, you get to always run different campaigns, and as soon as you achieved one goal, you need to work on the next one. So it's a never-ending loop. So, you know, I do at Chery everything from the marketing, the advertising, the digital, PR, events, sponsorship. So I get to deal with a variety of things. And by achieving business goals, that satisfy me as a person. Yes. So that is what I enjoy in the marketing space.
So Bianca, having said all of that, I know that your plate is full, and I know that you've got to be on your toes all the time. You've got to be motivated and inspired. Is there a source of inspiration?
So I must be honest, I don't have a specific person of inspiration, but I always had this motto.
You're supposed to say me.
Okay, well, apart from you.
Just kidding.
I mean, there's always people that motivate you, but I don't have a specific person. But my drive has always been to try and be the best in what you do, and to make a difference in the workplace and people around you. And that has been my inspiration to, you know, to drive to be better than you are. And yeah, so that has been my biggest inspiration.
So, would you have done anything different along the way in terms of maybe not being so tough on yourself, having more confidence, you know, just like ignoring the naysayers? And I think these are contributing factors to women not wanting, or you know, to go forth with their dreams and their aspirations. What would you have done differently?
No, it's always a difficult question. There's always things that you could have done differently, but I think at the point that you implemented something, you did the best that you could at that point. But you know, things that I always take into consideration is that calculated risk that you do, to go with your gut feeling. You know, trust your capabilities, and I guess with that you build more confidence.
Absolutely.
And you know, by achieving your business goals and you know, always strive for doing better. That really helps to, you know, also benchmark and always trying to do things differently. So look at all those kind of things to try and avoid to make mistakes. But yeah, you can always learn from experiences and always improve on something going forward.
Absolutely. And now I know that you are one of the reasons you are, or the fundamental reason that you are here is because you want to see this change happen in this transformation for women going into power happen in Motoring South Africa. And I must say I'm very excited that I learned more about the Chery brand. I'm so excited about it. But why, like I said, the core reason, a fundamental reason that you're here and you accepted to contribute on our platform was because you believe that women, it's time for them now to take their place in Motoring South Africa. Why?
So, I mean, I think the platform that you guys provide, inviting different women to this platform.
And men.
And men, but with different backgrounds and different levels within the company. You learn from different perspectives, you get inspiration from different people and what they say. And it is difficult being a woman in a man-dominated industry, but it's always about keep on doing what you do best and focus on the task at hand. So, for me, actually, funny enough, we talked about this earlier where, I've just been shared our launches and what we do, and this one person sent me a message to say, they were inspired by what you do. And again, just do what you do, you never know who you inspire.
Yes, absolutely.
So, if you do what you do best, then you will inspire people around you. It's all about making that difference.
And that's a lesson for all of us to learn, that you do not need to be sitting here or have a platform. You can inspire women in your daily lives. You can uplift, you can educate, you can just empower them in your daily lives. You do not have to have a platform, because if you do it, especially young girls, if you empower a young girl, you're going to empower the world, because she's going to pay it forward. So that's amazing. But Bianca, we found you because apparently you were nominated for the Motoring Woman of the Year was 2022, and you made it to the finals out of 4,000 women. So I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. How do you feel about this movement and about your nomination?
So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm really honored to be nominated and be part of the finalists. I think this is an amazing platform. Going back to our conversation where, having different women and men on the show where you can learn and aspire. I think just by acknowledging women in the industry for what they do is quite amazing, and that then contribute to make a difference in one or two people's life. So I think this is an amazing platform. I'm really honored to be part of it, and I really look forward to to engage more with you guys and the platforms that you offer to make a difference in women's life, automotive, and wherever we are, whoever we touch.
I am so excited I just want to reiterate, or should I say reinforce that I am so excited to be joining forces with you as a human being, as a person, as an individual, to empower, because if we do this together, we can reach more people, touch more lives. And what advice would you like to give to those that want to join the motoring trade, especially young women?
Yeah, so to me, it doesn't. We are in a men-dominated industry, but at the end of the day, it's not about your race or your gender or anything like that. If you've got a passion to do something, stick with that passion. Do what you do best. Focus on the task at hand. If you keep on doing what you do best, and you will get noticed. Hard work pays off. It might not always go your way. It might not be that specific year that you planned, but if you keep on doing what you do best, you will get noticed. So don't be scared of the industry. Just be yourself, work hard, and that will come through at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So Bianca, is there anything that you'd like to add to this conversation? Do you believe there's something that you'd want to say to somebody, or wanted to say to people, especially young women, and you never had the opportunity to say, now's your chance?
I think it comes back to our previous discussion, is just to, really work hard. Sometimes you think that, within a year or two, you're going to reach a certain level, and that might disappoint you. Just keep on doing what you do, work hard, and you will get there. For me, it's all about how do you make a difference in the workplace, not only the workplace but people around you.
Yeah.
How can you get in touch with communities, or not just communities but people in your network, and how can you make a difference, work together to find new solutions and really interact with one another. So I mean, especially with this platform, I think the work that you guys do is quite amazing, and the same principle of this you can implement across everything that you do. So just be motivated, stay positive, and keep on doing what you do.
Aww, and thank you so much. Thank you, Bianca, for joining us, for contributing. Congratulations on your nomination. You're a winner already. All the women in Motoring South Africa, already the inadvertent feminists or females that are making a change, and you are one of them, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do when you win. No, I'm just joking. Well, I'm not joking, but yeah, I'm very excited to be to see what happens in the future, and in also with regard to the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Viewers, thank you for watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews and content. Our non-profit companies, the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, powered by MFC, and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Torque Studios, powered by 3T Solutions, are aimed at recognizing and celebrating the women of Motoring South Africa. We are not just telling stories, we are changing lives. Together, we aim to empower and uplift the women of our trade. And for those of you that are searching for your new ride, please visit www.otto.evo.africa. We have thousands of vehicles on sale for you to choose from, and we only advertise on behalf of reliable and trustworthy MFC accredited dealerships. This car listing portal is incredibly user-friendly, and now you can also find vehicle reviews and car maintenance tips and advice, all courtesy of moi. I meant Talk the Torque Studios. Ladies, to truly achieve your goals and be successful in your own right, you must have integrity. Being honest and having moral standards allows people to achieve success without compromising their values, and I think that's very important. You can be ambitious, you can be determined, you can be inspired to go forth and achieve your goals, but integrity is such an important attribute, because I always remember what my grandmother used to always say to me. It takes an eternity to build up your reputation and just a split second to ruin it. So having integrity also involves keeping your promises and making stronger relationships with your colleagues and your clients, which can make you more successful over time. Again, persistence is the vehicle in which you arrive in. And on that note, I would like to remind you that the question should never be who's going to let me. It should always be who's going to stop me.